So Diddy is he's reportedly throwing a tantrum right now.
Do you have pity for the Diddy?
I don't. I really don't. I don't feel like.
Is that your T-shirt?
I don't think I do.
You don't have pity for the Diddy?
I get giddy for the Diddy.
Okay.
He's throwing a tantrum over the fact that Luigi Mangione is being treated with more respect than he is.
He's not hot.
Well, it's because he's not black.
Get hot.
They're in the same prison. And
Everybody knows you get treated worse when you're black. In prison.
Really?
Yeah.
In prison?
That's why he's probably saying this is racist. You gotta be equal.
Oh, he doesn't feel like it's racist.
Oh.
He said it's not fair that he's being treated better, even though there's video footage of Luigi committing murder, and Diddy doesn't feel like he's done anything.
Oh.
Damn, that's hilarious.
I don't really think that.
I mean, there's video footage of him beating the out of Cassie, but
That's not why
I
he's
don't
in
think
jail.
that footage shows Luigi. I don't know. Maybe.
I also thought if you're in jail, you need to shut the fuck up.
yeah. Not incriminate yourself.
Yeah.
Also, who's in jail who gets to talk to the news like this? You just get to call the news?
Yeah.
I have some thoughts actually about this Luigi guy.
You don't think it was Luigi? Is that what you were just saying?
There's a theory about that, dude.
Okay. You know that smiling picture?
Yeah.
To me, that doesn't look like Luigi. It
like
looks
a different guy.
similar.
let's be a woman.
But you're right, it just looks like a different person to me. I don't know, am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy.
What would be the?
You know what's really
Maybe
weird?
you just got the wrong guy. Oh, I don't know, maybe I've heard that story a bajillion times.
Well, the weirdest thing to me, and it's because I get all my news from memes, but how the fuck did they find this backpack full of Monopoly money, all this stuff? This guy's super smart, right? And then when they catch him, he's got the gun, everything on him. He didn't ditch any of that.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's too fishy. Doesn't make sense.
And I also think too that like whoever did this knew exactly where that guy was going to be, so they followed him enough, right? So like, and again, I don't know, but I just think that the person who did this was a contract killer, and this guy is just an amateur hour dude who like kept all of his weapons and kept the same clothes and kept the same guns and shit. I just don't buy it.
You know what's crazy? He lived close to me in Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
That is
Very close to me.
Let's talk about that the rest of the video.
Yep. And my neighbors saw him.
What color was his trash cans?
Yeah. Did he take his cans
Yellow
out?
with a rainbow.
You have his shirt off all the time?
I would if I was that guy.
That's awesome.
I just,
No, but a lot of people I know were like, he felt hot.
Yeah, same. So
I do find it strange that someone could be so professional to be able to trace where someone that important would be at that exact time, but then fuck up every other
way.
Like, that's crazy. That's the hardest part.
Oh, he gets caught by what? The most hawk-eyed fucking McDonald's employee maybe of all time in space, who's like, oh, I noticed he had 2 IDs. I think that's kind of wild. I should call it in.
Yeah.
Get me a break.
Like a McDonald's employee who actually gave a shit about something.
Thank you.
they asked you. They asked for ID at McDonald's.
Well,
thought it
no.
was
So the
some
McDonald's
boomer
employee
dude.
says they just saw that. So how hawk-eyed do you got to be? Because you're right. They don't ask for ID. So he's like taking his cards out, and I noticed he had 2 IDs.
I thought it was some boomer dude that was eating like a Big Mac, and he looked over and he goes, "There's the culprit," and he called the police.
No, it was a McDonald's employee, right?
I thought it was a
I
boomer.
thought it was an employee.
I thought it was a boomer dude that was eating
Maybe
there.
that's where you get your news from memes. See?
I don't read articles.
I got because Sonic the Hedgehog.
You gotta
told
stop
that.
looking at 9gag for everything.
We are the meme.
So I guess the question that I was gonna ask is, who's better, Diddy or Luigi?
Luigi.
The pain that
All right, the
Diddy
people's
caused.
champ. I think the people's champ is Luigi.
100%.
Yeah, he is.
Everyone loves Luigi, right?
Especially as more United Health denial claims come out.
Yeah.
Like if you had to free one of them.
Luigi.
Oh, Luigi.
You free
You
Luigi.
can't have Diddy back on the streets.
You free Luigi and you hope he gets another one.
Diddy feels like, hey man, you weren't the guy I thought you were.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Luigi was more like, we were all thinking it, but you fucking did it, bro.
Oh man.
Disregard. Oh, disregard last evacuation.
Yeah, that's what we fucking thought.
That's what I
knew
thought.
it was. No way.
What you guys gotta do is turn off your Amber Alerts in the settings. That's what I do.
Now I don't have to lie to my wife.
Dude, imagine sending out a mass Amber Alert. People start evacuating.
My bad.
Oh yeah,
We got
disregard
an
that.
evacuation notice earlier to like leave this area
It was actually
because
recorded.
of the fire.
Yeah, we recorded
And now we got one saying disregard it.
So oofy, a little oofy, but not a doofy actually, because they took it back when we
I was right. I told you guys.
I like that we just were like, oh, we got an evacuation warning. Yeah, let's keep filming.
What if we got an Amber Alert that said Diddy is now on the loose?
Run.
Do you remember the one in Hawaii that there was a missile warning?
Oh yeah.
do remember that.
My family was there at the time, and then I was like, "What did you guys do?" And he's like, "I went back to sleep." They're like, "If I'm gonna blow up, I'm gonna blow up anyway." And I'm like, "Damn, all right."
Yeah, what can you really do?
Well, dude, in the 50s, they told my mom and dad to get it under a desk and cover their head.
Yeah.
That's really
They
the
did
drill.
that
Yeah.
in the 90s.
For earthquake, you talking about the nuclear?
Oh, okay,
We didn't
gotcha.
have a nuclear protocol, right? In school, we didn't. They didn't tell us nothing, right?
It's funny that you do the same thing for earthquakes and nuclear bombs. Though.
Yeah, no, my parents grew up during the Cold War, so they were saying like they used to just say duck and cover under the desk.
Under the desk.
Yeah.
Because the radiation can't get you there.
Yeah, right.
You build a force field, dude.
Well, they just need to give kids something to think about.
So when they find your fucking dust shadow later, you're hunched up in a ball under the desk instead of standing up.
All right, back to would you rather free Luigi or Diddy?
The desk.
Remember when the thing happened and hella people like on the right were talking about like how bad, like it's like they're all trying to somehow get everybody to talk about the morality behind it.
Oh
and,
my
like,
God, I know.
And I was like, how out of touch are you?
Shut up.
I know.
It's like, yes, it sucks that a dude died. Like, it fucking sucks. But at the same time, fuck, man. It's just, yeah.
Seeing all the people come out saying like, "Hey, United Health denied this claim, that claim, this claim."
They were notorious for that
insane.
Yeah. So in that jail, other prisoners, when they found out Luigi was there, they rallied around him, sharing their stories about their loved ones that they lost due to healthcare coverage being denied.
Which is probably one of the most American things that we can all
Exactly,
bond
yeah.
against
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
insurance fucking people over.
Right.
Yeah.
But
But I feel
free
like-
haircuts and stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, these same right-wing dudes, go to a backyard barbecue with them and ask them about like what they would do to Epstein, for example, or any of these. Like they talk about vigilante justice just as much as Luigi.
I know.
I thought they would be on board with it, kind of.
Right.
A little bit.
Or ask them what they would do to like a pedophile they found in the neighborhood, for example.
I think it's because like they probably view what that CEO was doing as too close to what they might be doing. So they're like, I don't want someone coming after me.
Yeah. Blaming him for everything.
Yeah, I think they might, because I think they probably, if you're the boss of something, you might be able to view that as like,
Yeah.
people at the lowest level might see me as unscrupulous in some way, that like I might be doing something unjust.
I mean, it does happen though. Like, let's say Walmart does something horrible.
Yeah.
Right? And then, let's say you work at the local grocery store and you start treating now your boss like as if they're fucking Sam Walton in the Walmart Corporation, because that's how humans just lash out in their anger. It's like we fucking hate these big ass, exploiters, but then don't be treating small businesses as if it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But that's what ends up happening because you have access to punch that guy that you can be close to.
Yeah. You know, like people that bust unions? You know those guys?
no.
Like they infiltrate
Like
the
me?
union. Yeah, they get in there and then they find ways to like destroy it like socially.
Yep.
That's an art. How crazy is that?
It's a social game.
I mean,
It's like mafia.
I think of the way that Ryan likes to get vengeance on people and stand outside their doors, and I'm like, this guy's got real admiration for those guys that go into unions.
Part of me,
love the
that's like,
process.
it's the art for sure.
He was the first guy too when we got the evacuation order. He's like, we're fine. Like, as if he like checked the dark web real quick, and they're like, don't worry about it. Everything's good, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but always they said they're not burning that place.
Yes. Yeah. They're like, don't worry, Omicron. Everything's Gucci.
Omicron?
Yeah, you got some code name. You got some kind of code name. If anybody in this room has a code name,
Like,
it's
that's early.
but after the Luigi incident though, right? You don't really take down. Like, it's like, why are you hating the player? Hate the game, right? The game isn't changing.
Yeah, and
you could kill
They
however
said
many.
that because he made that quote.
What?
Diddy.
That's his thing.
That's literally his quote.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Yeah, I get what you're saying though.
the industry's. He didn't stop anything. It's still going on.
What do you remember
Yeah.
during that time that it happened? Anthem, another healthcare company, insurance company, they were talking about how they wanted to change policies and kind of not allow people to get the right anesthesia for like their surgeries, and they're going to determine whether you had too much anesthesia for a certain surgery.
Yeah.
And then this dude gets killed, and then the next couple of days they go, hey, Anthem says, my bad, we're just joking.
We're just chilling.
We'll pay for
pull that
all
back.
anesthesia.
Yeah.
We were just LOLing.
Yeah, we're out of pocket maybe. How about we just sit back and we'll think about something else.
All I know is that after these fires, I think America is about to fall back in love with insurance. That's what I know.
I feel like the insurance companies are gonna be like, see,
Oh,
You act
they
like
will.
you
You're
didn't
right.
need
They
us.
will do that. And they're like,
But
yeah,
look.
sure, we denied your claims 4 months ago. We said we're kicking it on the fire claims, but
told you guys needed us.
Yeah.
But now they're gonna start going door to door and selling fire insurance. It's gonna be crazy.
yeah, honestly, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
But can you blame the people that are working it
No.
though?
I think I could.
That's
do it.
that's my thing is like it's the systems that are always broken, right? Like you can't expect desperate people that need jobs to not work in certain things.
Yeah.
So it's always if you can disrupt or like take away the need for certain things like that. Like for example, if we had like universal health care,
Right.
what's the point of health insurance?
Yeah.
We don't need it. If we had good public transportation, what's the point of car insurance?
Right.
So many people wouldn't have to drive. Yeah, it's like
You would still legally have to have car insurance, which is the most American thing ever.
forcing me
Like
to
smoke
get
checks.
it. That's the weirdest thing, right? But I don't know.
Forcing insurance is pretty crazy.
Yeah. And then to not do anything about it when someone hits you and they don't have insurance.
That's the
correct.
weirdest part. That's the part I don't get.
I'm forced to pay every month, but I maybe will get denied my claim.
Cool. Sounds good.
So thank you. What a system.
Yeah. Weird.
That's what I don't get.
But on July 4th, I stand the fuck up. I sit up straight.
Freedom, bitches!
You know, it'd be funny if the whole time Luigi had this like awesome plan where what was gonna happen was he was gonna shoot him in the shoulder, and the dude was gonna have to get health insurance to cover it, and it was gonna get denied, and the statement was gonna be ironic, but then he goes, he died.
And he's like, wait, how many rounds did I... Oh, I did empty the whole clip. I did empty the whole clip.
That's not the message I was trying to send.
And then he's like, shit, hey, Omicron, I fucked up.
Fucking killed him. There's no meaning in that. Damn.
So there was this thing I was reading about how oddly coincidental Luigi actually comes from a very wealthy family from the healthcare industry. They own a lot of like either assisted living or all these different things.
From the healthcare industry.
Yeah, his family's just loaded from that industry. And something to do with Nancy Pelosi and her family and all this stuff.
Is that what the meme was saying?
Memes were saying that's why it's a blur to me because it only comes at a sentence.
Because Hulk Hogan was ripping his shirt off, and then this is like, text.
Yeah.
A lot of text.
Then you got Little Doge and you got Buff Doge, and then like yeah.
United Healthcare, Luigi,
Yeah.
All I know is the young Republicans are going to love this video.
Oh right.
At all the college campuses, young Republicans are going to...
Look at these beta liberal guys talking about.
Bunch of betas talking about United Healthcare.
So if let's say Luigi really did do it, why would he plead not guilty?
To get a lesser sentence, so he doesn't do life in
Because wouldn't he
prison.
be like proud?
I don't know.
Maybe that's the weirdness.
Didn't do it. Is what I've been saying.
Or maybe he doesn't want to be a...
So you think he's fall guy, like the Trump assassination guy?
It's like I said, it wouldn't be the first time this ever happened.
Yeah.
And what did Oswald say? He's like, I'm a fucking patsy. I think this Luigi guy, what did he say? He said this is like an injustice to the American people or something. I think it was kind of a wild thing to say. Should have just said, I think I'm pretty innocent or something, but he said like a bunch of other shit.
Well, he's a smart kid.
So maybe he's
gonna
nuts.
use 5-syllable words.
I heard he got a crazy donation he got a bunch of crazy donations so he could,
I heard he got a lot of panties in the mail.
that too. So he could pay for a top-notch.
I heard that he also had a lot of injuries, and he was dealing with shit himself, and he was going through the healthcare process, and that's like one of the things that people were saying that's what set him off.
100%.
But what's weird to me is no one ever talked like when you have a weird guy around, you're like, yeah, that motherfucker would have killed somebody. Yeah. Everybody that interviews him, they're like, oh no, he went on a hiatus. He was nice.
Yeah, but didn't you see the meme of there's that kid with the scrunched up face, and it's like Luigi not talking about healthcare for like one day. And that's when I learned about this whole case.
Like he's always talking about
Yeah,
it.
that's the meme that taught me this whole thing.
Really?
All the information was in that one video.
Just that one guy going,
That kid in the classroom?
yeah. with the vein in his forehead.
all red.
Trying to not talk.
Luigi trying not to talk about healthcare.
I love that kid,
He
dude.
was living in Hawaii and then I think for 3 to 6 months, he went back to the East Coast. So, Hawaii's like a small town. So they got every single person that he was like a roommate with. He lived in this like kind of co-oping space where they were like, you surf and then you network and, kind of like digital nomad kind of space. And then there were people that had encounters with them. And every single person that they've interviewed, they're like, nah, he seemed like a cool guy. We would go surfing.
He was a chill bro.
Chill dude. Whatever.
As the closest person here to someone who works at McDonald's actively,
Yeah.
do you ever look down at someone's wallet and notice that they have like multiple IDs or some shit like that?
Dude, that is some microscopic eyeball shit.
Right?
That's crazy.
Right.
Because you're trying to find the buttons. Like, hey, you
You're
want
just
to
juicing, and then you're looking for
Thinking
the
about that shit.
right. You're juicing. You got the thing in front of you. You got David calling you asking if you're at work.
Yeah.
fucking yet? I don't see you on the cameras.
How do you have time to focus on that shit?
Dude, that is some.
David makes him call him sir.
Never even be thinking.
And if I did, it doesn't ring a fucking bell of why
Like
does
you
this
would call
person
it
have
in?
2 IDs?
Yeah.
Like recognizing it is already
Time to
crazy.
call it in. You have to wait on hold. You have to sit there and fucking
You gotta hold the line.
You ever call the cops? By the way, I mean it's annoying. You have to sit there.
Well, maybe this person was an aspiring detective, and so they had the spider sense.
Had to be.
But most of us don't give a fuck. It's what's your order? Get the fuck out of the way. That's it.
I got 2 IDs. One's my real ID, and one's my other not
ID.
real ID. It's the one before that.
So in this case, it just happened to be the luckiest thing ever. The McDonald's employee with a Hawkeye can't miss fucking gumshoe fucking McDonald's employee, right? Discovers this and then it is actually the guy. And his car actually has everything involved with the case. Case closed. And he acted alone. See you later.